So I've already pressed this seam. What I did was I did a 1cm seam all the way along the outside edge of the skirt, and then I trimmed back to 1/2 of the centimetre, because now what you're going to do, I pressed it with the seam flat, folded it over, and then I've pressed it to give a nice edge here, because what we're going to do is we're going to now do another 1cm seam, and that will give us no raw edges inside. It's a little lovely little technique that gives you a nice finish on the interior of your clothing. But at the bodice, I'm not going to put, I said to you, you don't have to put the ties in if you're doing the pinafore, and this one I'm not going to. So I'm going to match up my side seams, and I'm also going to match up my turns that I did for my lining, and I'm going to line those up. This is going to be a 1cm seam, and we're going to do that to where the bodice ends on the skirt. So I'm just going to do oh, that's turned up again. I need that turned down. So I'm just going to go there, and we do this in 2 steps because we're actually going to, I'll just do a reverse there to secure the edge, and I'm just going to the stitching where the bodice meets the skirt, which is there. I'll do a lock stitch. Because then we're going to turn direction. So that's the lining piece stitched. Now we're going to stitch the actual bodice piece, the outside. So that's only a little tiny piece again, but that's where, if you want to put in your ties, you would tuck your ties inside. So I'm going to go there, but I'm going to turn up what is actually inside the bodice piece, because that's going to be turned up. Then this bit's going to be folded over and slip stitched in place to give it a nice finish. So now I'm going to stitch from the bodice where the 2 bodice pieces start, and I'm going to go all the way down the side seam.